Hey everybody, thank you for joining me real quick. I will try to keep it brief. I don't know if you can hear the whistle in the background. That is the sound of a radiator working the way it's supposed to work. Not doing a whole lot of ping, 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 and it's not being totally quiet and having me freeze to death. But that was in the past, so let's just look forward to the future and be grateful that it's warm in here. Outside, there's a blustery snow. Snow is just kind of blowing all over the place. I was in my car coming down the road. Streets are slick. People are driving too fast. Like they forget that this is Minnesota and that we have like major snow. Whenever it snows, it snows. And people have to remember how to drive in the snow. Not like it's 90 degrees in a clear street. Anyway, I ran to the store today, trying to get a little bit more of the plant-based food options so that I can keep transitioning and working those into my meal plans and my diets. And so I got some things, and I wanted to share with you what I got that we can use. I'm working on videos this weekend and next week. Tofu vegetable dumplings. I like tofu, actually. I do. You know, it takes on the flavor of whatever you're preparing it with. And so, for me, I think this may be a fun thing to try. So, and of course, it's ready to cook. This is one of those easy deals. So, it's not like we have to toil over, taking the pastry and all that, which I did in a video, 3 years ago? But we're going to give this a try and see how it works. And then if this works, we may still be able to do that with the pastry. So, but we'll give these things a try. Just egg. Not really made from eggs. But it's called Just Egg. It's made from plants. We're going to give this a try, see how this works. This bottle contains about 8 servings of eggs. And given the price of eggs in the carton nowadays, it's comparable in price considering how much you get from this. But we already had that egg video where I talked about the different prices of the eggs and all of that. This is just a healthier option for people with higher cholesterol or people that are on a renal diet or have chronic kidney disease or they're on dialysis or whatever. Oh, I'm going to save that for last. Regular hamburger buns, because I really wanted to get the Ezekiel bread and I did not find any of it at the store that I went to. I didn't even find that other high-priced bread that comes in the small half-size package for twice as much money at this store. But for someone that's on a renal diet, or if you have chronic kidney disease or you're on dialysis or whatever, where most other people are told, yes, eat wheat bread. We can eat white bread. It's easier on the kidneys. You could also have the Ezekiel bread, but, there was no Ezekiel bread, so this is my other option. Plain old white hamburger buns. And of course, if I got the hamburger buns, that means I got some burgers. I got the Morningstar Farm grillers, which I like those anyway. That's a veggie burger that actually tastes pretty decent to me. And it has a decent amount of plant-based protein, and it's weird, but we'll talk about it another day about the differences between the plant-based protein and the animal-based protein. And why is it that, the animal-based protein has a harder time in the being processed through the kidneys? Why is there so much loss of that protein, but not the same with this? But I digress. I got Gardein. This is one that I've never heard of before, and it's kosher, and it's vegan, and there's no dairy ingredients. It's plant-based mandarin orange crispy chicken. It says, be inspired, eat well. There's about 2 servings in this package. The serving size is probably about 4 pieces, because according to this, there's about 8 pieces in there and a sauce pack. No, there's no cholesterol. The sodium is something to watch out for, honestly. But the other numbers are fairly decent. Let's see. Another bready type option is some flour tortillas, just because I'm trying to do some stuff. And I still have some of the Morningstar Farm griller crumbles that works kind of like the crumbles that you would either put in a soft taco or in a spaghetti, so still working with those products. Morningstar Farms, that's the brand of the day. Veggie sausage links. So we'll give these a try and see how these go. Most of their products taste pretty decent. There are some other products from companies that I've tried that were not so great, but these seem to be reasonably decent each time. So we're going to give that a try. That could be breakfast one day with just egg. Italian garlic and fennel plant-based sausages. I am really interested in seeing how these things turn out. So that's something a little different. It's made with eggplant, onions, and sweet peppers. All things that I really like. I've just never had it in this way. And whole part of this process is being creative and trying new things that are healthier and better for me. And I'm hoping that you're trying some stuff that's better for you too, to see how things will work. Okay, tempeh. It's buffalo flavor, so it's kind of a little bit spicy. But I like things spicy anyway, so for me it's good. They have the plain one too, but I did get this. And this is from a company called Light Life, and it's organic, GMO free, and it's a carbon zero product according to them. There's 18 grams of protein, plant-based protein per serving, because this is a soy-based product. So so this will be fun to work with. A couple more things. Put some of this stuff back. Two things that I've been kind of hesitant about getting, but I went ahead and I got it because I know there's certain things that I like to have as a mainstay in my diet, and one of those things is cheese. Very hesitant about having a cheese that's not made from a cow, non-dairy cheese. I mean, because I love feta cheese. I love mozzarella. I love cheddar. Provolone. I like all kinds of cheese, especially Havarti. But moving forward, trying to do a better thing so that I can improve my numbers and stay healthier longer. Longer, stronger, healthier lives, right? So I purchased cheese from 2 different companies, so we're going to be giving these 2 cheeses a try. There's going to be some different outcomes, more than likely, but we will see how that goes. This first one is a Good and Gather product called it's a plant-based, obviously, non-dairy mozzarella style shreds. I don't know if it's going to melt. I don't know what it's going to taste like. But looking at the ingredients list, it's a non-dairy mozzarella cheese alternative made with water, coconut oil, potato starch, modified potato starch, potato protein, really, salt, natural flavor, xanthan gum, powdered cellulose added to prevent caking. It's a Target brand. And I'm kind of a fan of a lot of their brands. So we're going to give this a try and see how it turns out. I don't know, like I said, if it's going to melt. I don't know how it's going to taste. But it's on the back, there's a recipe for making a quick caprese style pizza with the cheese, which is what you'll find on that picture on the front of the cover, which looks actually very nice. We shall see. They're saying 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. So that makes me want to try it. Because if I'm not guaranteed happy and satisfied, we won't have a talk about this. The other cheese, or cheese type product that I got is called Daiya. And it's deliciously dairy-free cheddar style cutting board collection shreds. It's dairy, soy, and gluten-free. Good source of calcium. It's verified non-GMO. Voted product of the year in 2022, which is this year. I don't know who did that vote, but okay. And it's certified to be plant-based. It's made with chickpea. And it says perfect melt every time, which to me means that it actually does melt. I know that there are some plant-based cheeses that I've been told that do not melt. And there were times in the past where I, purchased what I thought was cheese and I nuked it in the microwave and it didn't melt. I tried it in the oven and it didn't melt. So this has filtered water, tapioca flour, coconut oil, expelled pressed safflower oil, chickpea protein, salt, turmeric. Looks like a lot of goodness in there. Very low carbs, which is good. Zero grams of protein in this cheese. But honestly, if I'm eating the plant-based meat product, that's pretty much enough protein for me, in my meals. But I do that on the app, so then that way I can keep up with how much I'm actually using and not going overboard. But I do like it that it's low sodium and no cholesterol and no trans fats. So we will see the difference between this and the other. So those are some things to add to the food that we have for the weekend and for next week. So I hope that you're preparing for that stir fry recipe this weekend, because I'd love for you to join me then. I look forward to seeing you soon. I hope that you're staying warm and that you're prepared for whatever may come up. Weather's been strange in my neck of the woods, and the roads have been really, really bad. So stay safe, love those that you're with, and I'll talk to you again soon.